Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles. Girl with tattoos who like getting in trouble. Lashes and diamonds, ATM machines. Buy myself all of my favorite things.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So before we get started, I just want to say that I hope you're all staying safe during this pandemic, and make sure you keep washing your hands. Social distancing is super important, and if we all stay positive, we can get through this. Okay, so I'm really excited to show you this awesome box of goodies from EFFAX. I've had the absolute pleasure of collaborating with them, and this is the box that they have sent me. I have opened it up, but I haven't had a look inside yet. So I guess without further ado, let's go, let's jump in. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we've got this big bucket. Ooh. I'm just gonna get rid of this box so we've got a bit of room. Oh. Right, so a big box. Well, a big bucket. Try and open this up without throwing it everywhere. Okay, so we've got this, just the extra packaging that they put in to protect everything that's in the box. Okay, so to start with, we've got these Friend Snacks. These are the original flavoured sticks, and they're really good for Bella. Bella uses them. I actually use these quite a lot on Bella. It's a 1 kilogram bag, so it's going to last quite a while, as I only really use them one at a time. I always give them to her when I'm getting on. I sort of give her one to the left and give her one to the right, so she's bending and flexing. I think giving her a treat is really important, so that she knows when she's been rewarded, and she really likes these, so thank you for those. Next in is the hoof gel. So this is really good because it's specifically for the summer. So it prevents brittle hooves in the summer, and it helps to retain all of the moisture that they do get. So in the summer, hooves grow faster and are drier anyway. So applying them with hoof balm or hoof oil or anything like that is really important, because it helps to keep the hooves harder and it strengthens the hoof horn. This one is absorbed really quickly. Doesn't actually say it on here. Prevents brittle hooves in summer. There we go. So this one's really absorbent, it absorbs really quickly, and it is doping free, which is super important, especially if you're out competing in the summer. Then if they do random blood tests, then you know that you're not going to be affecting those at all, which means that you can still compete, which is great. Okay, also in here we have this little stand and a little brush. So the brush goes in there, and the hoof gel pot clicks into that, so you can keep them all together. I am always losing my brushes to these, so it'd be really good just to have somewhere that I can put it in and keep it safe, stop it from getting dirty, and then I'm not putting bacteria back into the pot, which is really good for like cleanliness. And I can always wash this out after I've used it and then put it back in here so that it dries properly, and yeah, without getting dirty and grim, and you always end up with hair and bits of grim. So this little setup will keep it nice and clean and stop you from transferring bacteria into it. Fantastic. Okay, next in here we have the concentrated horse shampoo. Now this one cares and protects the hair structure, and it's really good because you only need 1 capful. If I pop that down, can you see how small that cap is? You only need 1 of those to make up a litre. So this makes up, I think it's 40 litres this one makes up. So just 1 bottle will last for so long. It's a silky pearly shine, which is great for when you're competing, adds a little bit of dazzle in there. And it is doping free, which again is fantastic, because if you're going out competing regularly, especially in the higher levels, then if they do random blood checks, you're well in. Okay, next in here is the bit butter, or the mouth butter. I actually used this quite a lot on Bella, especially when she was really young and I was training her, because it's apple flavour, but it also helps to just protect, like I always put it on the bit and then on like the very corners of her mouth, just to protect them. Gives her her sensitive skin just a little bit of protection. And where it's apple flavour, she chews it quite a lot, so it stimulates the chewing, and that then helps the bit to slide into place, which makes it more comfortable for her. And it's just quite nice. And where she's chewing, she's not really thinking about, well, messing around really. Keeps her occupied. And anyway, yeah, so it just helps to promote more comfort in the horse's mouth and keeps the bit nice and soft on her skin. And yeah, it just gives her a nicer ride really. She's more comfortable, I'm more comfortable, we get training done better. So the more comfortable you are, the better your training will be. So this one's apple flavour, but I believe they do one in banana flavour as well. Yeah, I really recommend trying out this product. If you're going to try out anything in this video, I highly recommend this one. I've used it on Bella for ages, and I would definitely be using it on Oakley as well. I'm a huge fan of this product on its own. I actually have one of the big bottles, and so yeah, I recommend getting one of these. Okay, so next in here we have the Skin Repair Balm. So this one's really good. It protects against viruses, parasites, bacteria, all that kind of stuff. It's basically like a wound cream, so it's really good to have it in your equine first aid kit. So it says on here, care cream for skin wounds and cracked heels. So you get quite a lot of cracked heels in the summer, and again, so they could catch themselves on anything where they're not wearing their rugs. They could even catch themselves on the fencing or having a fight with each other in the paddocks. So it's really good to make sure that you've got some of this. You can just put it on and it creates a protective film over the wound. So the vitamins that are in it promote the healing process, and they stop itching as well. So that's great because it means that they're not going to rub against it and make it worse. So yeah, so this is doping free as well. So you can use it when you're higher level dressage, whoever you are, you can use it, which is great because again, horses of any level will need this in their first aid kit. I highly recommend having this in your equine first aid kit. It's only a little tube, only a tiny little tube. This one is a 30ml tube, but I'm sure they do it in larger sizes if your horse is accident prone. But yeah, even just a little tube would be great, especially at stay away shows, because you don't know what can happen in those temporary stables. So I would recommend getting one of these. I've got one of these in the lorry, but I do need one at the yard, so this would be very good for having at the yard, or I can swap it out with the one that's in the lorry and have the bigger tube at the yard and this one in the lorry, because we don't go out as often anymore due to the virus. So this one can just piggyback in the lorry, in the equine first aid kit in the lorry. So it's really good to have these in your equine first aid kits for anything. You can put it on cuts, grazes, cracked heels, anything, and it's so good for them. It's really good. I recommend this. Okay, so next in here we have some non-snap plaiting bands. These ones are in clear. Now, although Bella is hogged, these are going to be really good for Oakley because he is coming into a tiny bit of work now. I was really looking to do some showing classes with him this summer. Obviously COVID-19 has wiped that out, but hopefully when that's all over, we'll be able to get into the showing arena with him when he's got a little bit more experience with everything else, all the training that we've been putting him in. Today we walked him down the road and back in head collar and lead rope or the lunge line, and he was just so good. We had 3 cars, a couple of cyclists and a family with a pushchair and a couple of children, and he did not bat an eyelid. He stopped for grass on the verge, but other than that he was totally fine. Really proud of him, but we do need to get out competing, and when we do, he will need to be plaited because he's a warm blood, so he'll be plaited up, and clear ones will be perfect for him because he's got like a flaxen coloured mane. It's It's mostly red, like a really dark red with chunks of black in it. So we can't really put black bands in, we can't put white bands in because either one will stand out. So clear would be perfect for him, and I can roll them up into little bunches until he gets used to standing there for threading. So these can be used for getting him used to practice plaiting, which are great. I talked way too much about that. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the EFFAX products that are also in this bundle. And the first one we have is the leather cream soap. Now this stuff's really good because it cleans and cares really quickly and you don't have to use any water in it. And it ensures a really good grip on the leather. I'm just trying to take this off to show you how practical the bottle is. So it doesn't stain, it has a really practical bottle. So you see this lid here has a little rubber bit in the middle there. I'm not sure if you'll see it on this camera, but yeah, it has a little rubber bit in there just so it can control how much you use. It's easy application and you can get the right dosage every time. So this would be great for like shows, cleaning up when you're going to a show or when you're travelling to a show, because you don't need to rinse it out, so you can just rub it on nice and quick, brush, 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 clean, go. Just go compete, go win, go do what you're gonna do, because you got it. You got your saddle clean, everything's gonna be fine. If in doubt, clean your saddle. Clean your tack. Tack cleaning. How many people have cleaned their tack in this isolation period? So yeah, this stuff's really good. You can use it anytime, anywhere, for everything. Bridle, saddle, stirrups, stirrup leathers, perfect. Next in here we have the leather combi. Now this stuff does a really deep clean, so whereas this one cleans without any water, this one cleans with water, but it gives it a really deep clean. It just makes the leather like supple and tear proof, so it won't rip as easily. It's well protected. This one removes any stubborn dirt, so anything that you couldn't get off with the cream soap you can get off with the combi, and it contains really special cleansing substances which just help to nourish the leather, not just anything. Yeah, high quality nourishing substances and cleansing substances, just so it can give your leather a really nice deep clean. So I'd probably use this one probably every week, every 2 weeks, depending on how much I ride, and this one probably a month, every month and a half maybe, depending on how much I ride. So I don't ride as much in the winter, so I clean my tack less, and in the summer I ride pretty much every day, so I would need to use this one every month, this one every week, just to give them really nice deep clean regularly to ensure that nothing's rubbing on Bella or affecting her saddle in any way. You also do need to remember to wash your tack in the winter and clean it properly, otherwise it can go mouldy or get damp and this stitching can be affected and things like that. So make sure you clean in your tack regularly, especially in winter. These products are brilliant. Highly recommend them. Okay, next in here we have the leather grip stick. Now this one I found really funny because when I fell off in jumping I didn't put this on first and I really should have. I have one of these in the lorry. They are great. I actually used them. They help me with the sitting trot and things like that, just to stabilise my legs. It's something that I'm learning to do. So yeah, so sometimes I just get a little bit of extra help to keep me in the saddle. This is really good, uncomplicated use. It's really easy to apply it. So it's a bit, I'll just take this bit out. There we go. So you just twist the bottom there. Ooh. Twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. And you can see it grows out of the bit growth there. Yeah, so you just rub this on your saddle and it provides a gentle, non-sticky grip. It's gentle to the leather and it's easily removed, so you can remove it with the damp cloth or again with the leather combi. Just takes it off nice and easy, so you don't have to worry about it damaging your saddle or anything, because it's really gentle to the leather and it comes off nice and easy with the leather combi. So These products are great to use together, and it provides a nice good grip on your leather. So I'm just going to take this down. Okay, so there's the leather grip stick for you guys. It just goes on your saddle, on your seat of your saddle, and yeah, you can see how it goes. In here we have the Speedy Leather Shine. This one is just a sponge that has been soaked in oils. There we go, there's the sponge, and I guess they'll pop the close it in, keep it nice and clean. So yeah, it's been soaked in oil and it's really good for easy application. You can use it on your boots, your saddle, your bridle. You just give them a quick buff up and they look like they've been freshly polished. So these are really good, especially on if you're running late for a show and you've stuck everything on, you realise, forgot to clean my tack last night. Oh no! Oh. But you can get this out, whip it round, give it a quick swish round your saddle, round your bridle, round your boots, round your boots, and yeah, it can makes it look like it's been freshly polished. Quick and easy. Okay, so the last product in here is the boot polish. Now this one's really good for polishing your boots. It gives them a really glossy shine. It's perfect for all leather types, and yeah, just gives them the perfect shine to your boots really. So yeah, you can, it's just like a cream. There you go. Oh, squared that out a bit too much. Wait for that to go in. There we go. And yeah, you can, so it's dirt and water resistant, so it's not going to come off. It just makes it then really easy to just polish up your boots again really quickly and give them a glossy shine. If you only really need to use a little bit on this because it's quite thick, so you can spread it thinly and give them a good polish. A good tip for when polishing your boots: when I was in the ATC, we used to polish our boots quite a lot with black polish, but we always used to put like a silk stocking over the brush when we were polishing, because it just brings up the polish a little bit more, just helps to take off any of the lacquer or any of the old polish, and any dirt or anything that's got deep into the leather of your boots. And yeah, so you could just give them a quick buff up. It really enhances the shine on them, makes them look even better than like with just the polish alone. So that's a good tip for you. I think it actually says it on here as well as a tip. It might be on here. Yeah, tip: a silk stocking over the polishing boot increases the shine significantly. There you go. I've said it, they've said it. It's a good tip. So we're just going to pop this back in the box. And there we go. Okay, so I'd like to say a huge thank you to the EFFOL EFFAX team. You guys are incredible. Thanks so much for sending me out all these products. I can't wait to show you guys more videos of me using them. So I'm planning on doing lots more videos for you guys over this isolation period, just to try and keep you guys a little less bored. I hope that I can help you out with that. So best of luck, stay safe and stay at home. Bye guys.